I did drugs off and on the whole time I was in Korn, whether we were on tour with Metallica, at the MTV Awards, and all that stuff was cool. It was like, wow, you know, I'm a little kid from Bakersfield, I made it. Now I'm sitting behind Eminem, Dr. Dre at the MTV Awards, you know, and I'm like going, how did I get here? 3 years ago I had a beat up Toyota Celica, and I'm sitting here and I'm like, what? But then all of us, and most people in the industry, all they do is party. I don't know why it's gotta be like that, but you party and party, and the good time started to fade, and my life fell apart. All my friendships in Korn fell apart. I was unhappy with my $1 million house, big old pool, all the cars I needed, and my marriage fell apart. Got into bloody fights with my ex-wife, my daughter in the next room. She's like, my wife passed out on the floor, the bloody nose. It's just like, are you serious? Is this what life is all about? And I got so depressed, I was like, I have everything I ever wanted. Why am I miserable? I didn't understand, I wanted to die because I was so miserable. And I didn't know what to teach my daughter because I was like, I got everything and I'm miserable. When am I gonna teach you? Grow up and go through your dreams, honey, and you'll be so happy. I was miserable, so I was like, I just want to end it. And luckily, I ended up at a church. A lot of you guys know the story. I thought it was just a place to go to where sober people hung out. And then this pastor started talking about Jesus like he really comes into you and starts to change you. And I was like, either that guy's a cult leader or I need that. So what I did, I didn't want to get brainwashed. So I went home and I said, Jesus, if you're real like that guy said, I don't want to be hanging out there if it's all weird or whatever. I just got real. I said, search my heart. I want to get off drugs. I want a new life. I don't want to die. I got to start over. And long story short, man, I'm telling you, Christ came in. And you remember that giggle little thing after you smoke pot I was talking about? Oh, you're like, yeah, giggling, munchies and everything. Man, all that stuff's a counterfeit. When you lay your life down and you ask Christ to come in, man, the joy of the Lord comes in you and you are just a happy person. Like, and you're content. The reason for your existence is answered when he comes into you. And sure, you got bad days and everything, but even my worst days as a Christian are way better than my best days without Christ. So I'm just saying, man. Unfortunately, I tried so many drugs in my past life, and don't look down upon drug addicts, man. They're searching for something. They're searching for contentment, and they don't know it. But Christ is there, and all that stuff, all drugs are spiritual. They mess with your emotions, and they take you to a different place. And that's what God does, man. It's just the devil's counterfeit substances to give us happiness on the earth. So, I don't know how you got a lot, there's a lot of Christians here, right? I'm just saying, this is real, and God's doing a major thing. My bass player, my old bass player in Korn, he got saved. All the heavy metal rockers that the church, a lot of the religious people said, oh, they're all going to hell, the heavy metal people. God's going, oh yeah? He's waking people up. Dave Mustaine from Megadeth, a guy in Metallica, a guy in Slayer, the devil worship band. He's talking about Jesus. Ozzy's old guitar player, Zach Wild's talking about Jesus. It goes on and on. And so, we're not better than any of you. We're just thankful. I'm so stoked that I get to know him. And before we go on, hey, do we got any more time for one more song or what? Before we do this, can we just all do a shout together from the front to the back? If any of you guys want Christ to come into your life, this is it. You gotta mean it and go after him after this. Are you guys ready? Let's repeat this and say, Lord Jesus, come into my heart. Make me a brand new person. Forgive me of all my sins. Amen. things down a lot right now. We've been getting sweaty, so you guys just relax. Let's do it.